What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Berm, and today we are going to be breaking down CRUSTLE, the defensive playable character in Pokemon Unite, the new Pokemon MOBA. I do just want to put a disclaimer really quick before we get into it. I am not a MOBA player. I am not even a particularly amazing Pokemon Unite player. I think that I'm pretty good, pretty decent. I'm not spending money on the game, so I can't give you ideas of what are the best items to use with this Pokemon or, you know, things of that nature. I am purely playing the game just like everybody else is, but I will be able to break down the character for you, tell you what your options are, what all the different moves are, and maybe give you a tip or two as to what I think the best strategy would be moving forward with this character. But please do not take this video as gospel as far as this is the best way to play CRUSTLE. This guy's an amazing CRUSTLE player. I'm purely breaking down the character. I do have a similar video already out, breaking down Cramorant for anybody interested. But what we didn't have for that video, that we do have for this one, is that Cerebi has been updated with all of the Pokemon's moves. This video is sponsored by Lil Nas, apparently. Could do much worse. Oh no, now it's Zenny. Great. We have CRUSTLE here. CRUSTLE is a melee defender, physical attacker, which does matter depending on what items you're using. Some items are beneficial to special attackers, some are beneficial to physical attackers. In the gameplay footage you'll see today, I am using the Muscle Band, I'm using the Float Stone, and I am using the... oh, what's that last one? Shell Bell. Shell Bell is an item that benefits special attackers, but like I said, I'm only using items that I myself can get with in-game currency, and so I'm pretty much using the same 3 items on every Pokemon currently. I do like the mobility boost from Float Stone, considering that our friend CRUSTLE here has a low mobility score, but let's go over those stats really quickly, actually. He's got 3 offense, he's got 8 endurance, he's got 3 mobility, 4 scoring, and 6 support. So this Pokemon is good in endurance and support, which makes a lot of sense. If you have been playing CRUSTLE at all, which everybody actually has access to CRUSTLE if you've been doing the daily missions. They gave CRUSTLE away for free on the 7th day. This Pokemon stays on the field for as long as possible and also supports your opponents. And honestly, that depends on the set you're running. One move in particular is really good for support, but definitely good at staying on the field. Let's break down CRUSTLE's initial attack. It basically becomes a boosted attack like every 3rd attack. That's similar to a lot of other Pokemon's attacks. It's a physical attack. It deals damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and decreases their movement speed for a short time. So that's nice to know. CRUSTLE's really good at trapping Pokemon in. You don't want to get too close to CRUSTLE if you're an opposing Pokemon, because A, you might not be able to kill it, and B, moves like this will trap the opponent in, and CRUSTLE can take advantage of that. CRUSTLE's passive ability here, as detailed by Cerebi.net, is that every time this Pokemon loses a certain amount of HP, its defense and special defense are increased, which again just boosts its ability to stay on the field. CRUSTLE's really great for when you're trying to defend a specific goal. If, you know, there's a lot of Pokemon pushing on that one goal, CRUSTLE can sit there and hold off threats, you know, depending on level variations, of course. CRUSTLE can be inside of the goal, gaining HP back, and basically hold it off until allies can get to you. Even if there's, you know, like 3 Pokemon attacking, it really depends. If you can, especially, I like using eject button on CRUSTLE. Again, that's one of the only items I have. But it's really nice for being able to pop back to grab those citrus berries and get back into the goal and defend. CRUSTLE's special moves, first of all, are Rock Slide and Fury Cutter. Rock Slide drops large rocks on the designated area. When this move hits, it deals damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and leaves them unable to act for a short time. Fury Cutter is honestly pretty similar, in my opinion. It's just got a different, basically like a different hitbox. It slashes opponents with claws, dealing damage to them, hitting the same opposing Pokemon multiple times in succession. With this move, increasing the damage dealt. These are your beginning moves. These are just the moves that you're basically going to be seeing Dwebble use. Dwebble evolves into CRUSTLE pretty quickly, so these moves are not going to be on your Pokemon for very long, and they do a very similar thing, in my opinion, which is basically that they're pretty good at taking out those Apoms and those Audinos in the beginning of the game, and you're going to, again, level up these moves pretty quickly. You can see what they do here in this gameplay footage. Pretty straightforward. Now, Rock Slide will get replaced by one of 2 moves. This is your first special slot. it will get replaced by either Rock Tomb, which is that very, very supportive move that I was referencing earlier. It splits open the ground toward the designated area, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and creating a barricade of rock. If used again, it gets rid of the barricade, so you cannot have multiple barricades up. And when you upgrade it at level 11, it also decreases the movement speed of opposing Pokemon for a short time when this move hits. That's very, very good to know. These are details that I did not have when I was making the Cramorant video, by the way. So shout out to Cerebi Joe for really grinding to get us this information. Rock Tomb is an amazing move. You basically get to create a wall in front of or behind your opponent. You have to be pretty good as far as like precision is with this move. Like you have to be able to aim it and make sure that you're getting it in the area that you want. Otherwise, you might end up trapping yourself or giving your opponent an advantage by stopping your allies from being able to get to a goal, and you don't want that. But really, this move I've found is most helpful in defending a goal, stopping Rotom, an opposing Rotom from getting to your goal. Stopping your opponents from being able to get to Rotom, being able to get to Zapdos, and especially being able to get to your goal. Now, you may have seen some memes and stuff on Twitter that are also perfectly valid, which is that you can chase down an opponent and block their path with Rock Tomb, stop them from being able to get back to their goal to recover or to their citrus berries to recover, while Crustle just gets in there and just slashes away at them and just finishes them before they can retreat. That's also very, very fun. I would say that if you're going to pick Rock Tomb, you're probably going for a more supportive Crustle set, and that kind of gameplay style won't be as prevalent. But what do I know? Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, and you're an offensive Crustle user and you're using this move all the time. The reason that I say that you're going to want something different for an offensive Crustle set is because your other option for your first special slot is Shell Smash, which is a buff-based move. Let's read the description. Has the smash their shell. Ooh, typo, Joe. Shell Smash, basically, you convert a set percentage of defense and special defense into attack and special attack. And, Crustle already has pretty good defense and special defense, and gets it boosted when you're at a lower HP, by the way. We read that about its passive ability. Converts the defense and special defense into attack and special attack, and increases the user's movement speed for a short time. Now, this is why it's so funny that I think Crustle is considered a Pokemon with low mobility, because if you're using Float Stone, if you're using Eject Button, and if you're using Shell Smash on your set, this Pokemon flies around the field. Absolutely flies around the field. And Shell Smash, it's not like Shell Smash has like a really low cooldown, or a really high cooldown, I should say. It's pretty basic. Like, you get Shell Smash pretty often. Oftentimes when I respawn, I'll use Shell Smash and get that added mobility of moving on my own team's paths to really fly back into the battle. And by the time I'm back in the battle, maybe 1 or 2 seconds before Shell Smash is active again. It's a really, really great move that, again, just powers up Crustle and is able to offset its weaknesses by making it faster, making it stronger, while, decreasing what it already had a surplus of, which is defense and special defense. At level 11, this move will also upgrade to increase the move's conversion rate, so it'll basically do what it does, but more. Really, really great for an offensive Crustle set, and really, really clutch in situations where, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to get to your opponent's goal in time to score before they can get back and kill you. You can use this, pop it, and then all of a sudden you're fast enough to get there in time. To catch an opponent that's about to score. To get back to your goal and your citrus berries before your opponent's able to kill you. Shell Smash is really, really good for that, which is why I think, unfortunately, it is better than Rock Tomb in most scenarios, though Rock Tomb is truly hilarious and super, super unique compared to other Pokemon's moves, so I think I have to recommend Shell Smash, but Rock Tomb, I would never, ever, knock anybody for choosing to use that move instead. In your second special slot to replace Fury Cutter, you have 2 options as well. You have Stealth Rock, which is a physical-based move, and it throws many small rocks when a rock hits an opposing Pokemon or when the rocks have flown their full distance. A zone of many levitating rocks is created, dealing slowly increasing damage over time to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect. This is a really, really nice move because this is basically Crustle's ranged move, right? You can use Rock Tomb which is also technically ranged, but that's not dealing damage. This move is not only hitting Pokemon far away, it's also draining their health. It's hitting them with more passive damage. Really, really great for taking out Rotom. Really, really great for hitting a Pokemon that's trying to escape you, that thinks it might be able to get away from Crustle's slow movement speed. At level 13, it increases the duration of the move's effects and decreases the movement speed of opposing Pokemon for a short time when this move hits. Exactly like I said, it's great for, again, helping stop opponents from being able to escape and deal more and more passive damage for a longer amount of time. What I will say is that X-Scissor is also an amazing choice in your second special slot. Read the description. Has the user dash forward with crossed claws, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon multiple times and shoving them. Leaves opponents unable to act if they hit an object when shoved. And reduces the move's cooldown at level 13 when you upgrade it that far, which is also amazing. If you can get high enough level and have this as your move, what I love about it is that it actively knocks your opponent back. So you can knock your opponent back as your allies are trying to score. You can knock the opponent back as they are trying to score on your goal. What I've been using it the most for is knocking my opponents back while they try to get Zapdos or while they try to get Rotom. You can truly just stop them from being able to hit your allies with their ranged attacks. It's an offensive move that has really great supportive faculties. It's really, really great and amazing, and so is Stealth Rock. Honestly, they're both really great moves. It's funny to me that that Crustle's even considered a defensive presence. It's like labeled as like, you know, a melee style defender because it has so many great offensive and supportive moves. And let's also cover its Unite move. Rubble Rouser grants the user a shield for a short time and leaves nearby opposing Pokemon unable to act, dealing damage to them over time. If the user receives damage while this move is in effect, the move deals additional hits to nearby Pokemon. An insanely good defensive Unite move. You can basically pop it in a situation where you're alone against 3 enemies, and all of a sudden you're dealing damage to all of them, and you have a shield, so they can't even kill you as quickly. And if they're hitting your shield, they're hurting themselves, basically is what this is saying. You also can use it while you're running in to try and score against somebody, or maybe you and a couple of allies are going in to score against somebody. You can use this to stop your opponents from hurting your allies while they score, maybe off of a Zapdos buff or something. It's really, really great for that. And again, those shields to even give Crustle shields is unfair. It's truly unfair. This Pokemon is really, really amazing. As far as combinations of special slots that I would say are really, really good with each other, I really liked using Shell Smash with X-Scissor. I think that they work together really well as like a really sort of aggro offensive Crustle set. You can boost yourself, boost your damage output, and also hit your opponents and knock them back. It's definitely, it makes Crustle more of an offensive presence than maybe your opponents are expecting. And then I also really liked using Rock Tomb and Stealth Rock. You can block your opponents from leaving and then hit them from afar. And those, ranges work out to about the same. So you can really catch your opponents from being able to retreat. That said, I can see any combination of these moves working in tandem, to be honest. I think, yeah, Rock Tomb and X-Scissor would have the same sort of effect. I think I did use that in one of the sets that I recorded for this video, so maybe you'll see it in here, but you can block your opponents and then smack them into the wall that you made, which is kind of insane, as, you can leave your opposing Pokemon unable to act if they hit an object when shoved. Ooh, an object when shoved. Yeah, and so you can make that object and then hit your opponent into it. That seems super great. And then Shell Smash with Stealth Rock basically gives you the ability to both hit ranged attacks and hit close-up attacks for boosted damage output. This Pokemon is really, truly great. And it's so cool, too, that they made this the first Pokemon that is given to you after 7 days of missions. Here are some of the stats here listed out. Honestly, not too versed in what these stats are compared to other Pokemon stats, but if you're interested, might as well show it to you here in this video. Or, you could go to Cerebi.com yourself. That's going to be it for my coverage of Crustle. I really have enjoyed using this Pokemon far more than I thought I would. I basically made this video because I got it for free. And Turns out it's probably my second favorite Pokemon right now after Cramorant. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you want to see more Pokemon Unite videos from me, let me know which Pokemon you want to see. Let me know which Pokemon I should be spending my in-game coins on. And also, if you're a Crustle player and I said anything in this video that is offensive to you as a player, definitely correct me in the comments below, or let me know just what your favorite Crustle sets are. If there are added details that I missed here, again, let us know in the comments below. I'll pin your comment if it's helpful enough to people who are really, really trying to get into the weeds on how to play Crustle the best. And also, Series 10 is around the corner, so if you're a VGC fan and you're not already subscribed, definitely subscribe because I will be sharing rental codes and teams pretty regularly when that happens. All right? Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Berm. See you later.